What are 3 things you can do to boost your mental health? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Hi, I'm Marianne from One Life to Flourish, and welcome to tonight's episode of Monday Motivation. And tonight I am focusing again on how to really help our mental health so that can help us to flourish, which is what I would like everybody to be able to do. So if you know someone who might find this topic really helpful, then please invite them over. You can just use the arrow that's down below me somewhere. And also just make sure that you are watching this broadcast at One Life to Flourish, because we are going into a few different locations, particularly if you want to make some comments. If you're not sure how to get there at the moment, because we've got a few funny things happening with Facebook, then I will just try and catch up with you after the broadcast. All right, so let's get straight into what we're talking about tonight, which are 3 things that you can do basically every day and kind of build up to be a habit that will actually help to improve your mental health each and every day. So it's about consistency and then about gaining some balance through the things that you're doing. So the first one is one that I love, and this is do something that you love. All right, so there's kind of 3 parts to this. So the first one is each day do something that's a little small thing that you just really love. You can decide what that is. So just something that just gives you that really nice feeling inside. So for me, the thing that I do every single day to give me that feeling is I just read for pleasure because I love reading. But for you, it could be something totally different. All right, so then expand it out and each week come up with one thing that you're going to do that's a bit larger, takes a little bit more time, that you really love to do. So this could be a whole range of different things. So usually once a week, I like to try and get out somewhere in nature and have a lovely long walk, weather permitting, of course, particularly at the moment where our weather seems to be going a bit up and down in Adelaide. All right, but something that for you, once again, gives you a really nice, positive feeling and that you just really enjoy doing. So then the final part to doing something that you love is to actually put into place a plan for a much bigger thing to do in the future. Not too far in the future, but far enough so that it's something that you need to kind of plan, that you're working towards, that you're putting a little bit of time and effort into. Because part of the joy of doing this is actually the anticipation and the way the anticipation of this actually makes you feel, which can boost your mood. All right, so do something that you love. Hi, Amanda, how are you going? So do something that you love every day, so something small, and then try and do something that you love each week that is a little bit bigger. That could be meeting up with friends, doing something by yourself, whatever's going to give you a really nice, happy feeling from doing it. And then put into place a plan that is in the future. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2, this one can be a little bit trickier because we tend to kind of go the opposite way to this. So this is about us practicing self-compassion. So we usually find it easy to feel compassion for other people around us. We're there to help them. We can feel empathy for them when they're going through tough times. But often we struggle to feel that way about ourselves, and we seriously often don't even know that we're doing that. So practicing self-compassion for yourself, and it is a practice because you do need to keep working on it. And this is because we tend to have what's called a negativity bias, where our mind kind of focuses on the negative things more than the positive things. So we need to sort of try and counterbalance that. But think about how you treat someone else when they're in a tricky situation. Maybe they've made a mistake, maybe something bad's happened to them. There's just been something happen. How do you treat them? You're nice and kind to them. You're supportive to them. You need to try and bring that back to yourself. So how can you show yourself kindness? Probably by the words that you're saying internally. How can you show yourself that same level of empathy and compassion? So that's around the words that you're actually saying to yourself. All right. And the number one part to this is actually to try and catch your inner critic before you get into that whole kind of spiral of self-criticism and all of that negativity. So it is a tricky one. It's not easy, which is why you need to practice it. And it will be part of your daily practice. So each day, see if you can check in with yourself and actually make a time when you deliberately think about how you can show yourself some compassion. All right. So particularly if that's not something that you naturally do, if it's something that you really struggle with, just kind of make an appointment with yourself and go, I'm going to check in with me and make sure that I'm showing myself some compassion. All right, and the final one, which actually helps with number 2, which is actually practicing mindfulness. Now, this is more than just meditation, but meditation is part of it. Now, for me, I do daily meditation. So, in fact, I do morning meditation and afternoon or evening meditation basically every day. But that's something that can just help you with mindfulness. So mindfulness is when you are being fully present in the particular moment that you're at. And you're kind of aware of your thoughts and your feelings. And you're kind of having the awareness, but not the judgment of them. So it's sort of almost stepping back and being able to put a little bit of distance between, your thoughts and feelings and you yourself. All right. So it's, just kind of reducing out all of the, distractions and the judgments and all of those kinds of things. So all of that, inner critic, those kinds of things, and sometimes just the stuff that we're getting from other people as well. So it's about kind of reducing that and just setting up a safe space and a safe way to deal with it. All right. So, but meditation is a good way to actually do that. So if you enjoy meditation or you've started to do some meditation, try and build that into your daily practice. So basically the things I've talked about tonight, if you do them each day, you'll find that your mental health is more resilient, that you'll be able to bounce back more when, those inevitable things that come along and kind of throw us for a bit of a loop actually happen, particularly some of the things that have been happening to people this year. Okay, but that's just life as well. So just to recap, so we've got do something that you love. That gives you a wonderful boost. Practice your self-compassion. Show kindness to yourself. And then finally, do mindfulness. Okay, so that can include meditation. Now, if you're doing all of those things, then you're going to find that, your ability to deal with life's ups and downs just improves amazingly. So good luck with all of that. Now, I have put in some links for ways that you can actually get in contact with me, including a free 30-minute goal setting session. So if you are wanting to try and put some goals in place and some ways to kind of move forward, then you can definitely book in or just message me if you are interested. Okay, I hope you have a really great week, and please do try and put into place the tips that I've given you tonight. You'll find that they do make an amazing difference to your life if that's something that you're finding, that you struggle with. Okay, good night and I'll see you next week, hopefully.